table, and welcome to this live stream. If you saw my Facebook post, you'll know that it's my husband and my anniversary today. We've been married for 4 years, and I have some fun things planned for today. I don't know how it's all going to go together because I kind of was rushing. Hi, thanks for joining us. I was kind of rushing to throw everything together, but we have shrimp Alfredo tonight with a really simple salad and a fun dessert. It is chocolate lava cakes, which sounds really fancy and it feels really fancy and it's fun to eat, but it's actually really simple to make. So I decided to keep the menu really easy just because we have all of our kids still with us for this evening, and we're gonna do a date sometime later in the next week without the kids there, which will be fun. But since it's our anniversary, I still wanted to do something really special for supper tonight. So that is the plan. But like usual, I think it's become a usual thing for me to make a drink before I get started. But we're gonna do a really fancy, fun coffee. My husband is not a coffee person, so all the coffee things I make are really just for myself. But I don't think that's a bad thing. It's fun to just enjoy something that's just for you sometimes. Someone said yummy. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. It's always a I don't know what I'm trying to say, but everybody usually likes shrimp Alfredo. Actually, I'm not using the normal fettuccine noodles. Not that this matters right now. I was going to make a drink first, but I'm going to be using this kind of noodles for my husband and my kids. And since I have to be gluten-free now, I am using this brown rice and quinoa pasta that I found at Aldi. I think I might, trying to decide, I want everything to be done at the same time, so I'm trying to decide how to do that. I think I'll just start with making my coffee. That way I can enjoy that while I cook the rest of the things. I'm going to make the espresso first, I think. We're gonna do an iced coffee today. And the most special part about it is all of the little parts of this coffee are going to be pinkish. I tried to make it super pink, but I didn't want to add extra like food coloring or anything. So it's not like crazy pink, but it's just enough to make it feel really fun and fancy and special for our anniversary. Which, since it's in February, if you want to try soon to make the same kind for like a Valentine's Day thing, that would be pretty special too. Sorry, I probably should have made this shot of espresso before starting, but I was getting started a little bit late anyway. So this will work out fine. The milk that I'm going to be using for this coffee is going to be a little bit sweet, so I'm going to add just like a couple spoonfuls of brown sugar to the espresso shot itself. Oh, you can see my dirty house in the background. Let's not look at that. Let's look at a cute face. Oh, I might spit up on it. All right, I'm just gonna put a little bit of brown sugar in the shot. And then I'll add that directly to what I'm trying to say. My thoughts are not very organized yet. Alright, there we go. Let's get this brewing, and then I can go show you the best part. I'm so excited. I prepared the milk a little bit earlier All right, so this is the best part. Oh, I gotta turn this down. I've got the water already boiling for the pasta. I wanted to make sure that that was going already. But coffee is first, and we are going to be using candy canes left over from Christmas, and I'm going to put them in this whatever you call it. It's a grinder. I think it's for like seeds and nuts more than anything else, but I've used it for so many things, for coffee and for flax seeds, and I've even ground up some oatmeal and made it into flour before. That's not like a really great sustainable way of doing it, but it worked for the one time that I did it. Okay. Struggling a little bit with these candy canes. Here we go. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. I'll get that plugged in while I grind this up. So let's get that all the way into a powder, and then it turns into pink dust, because obviously it has white and red stripes, so it makes it really, really cute. So I ground some of that up earlier, and I added it to the milk, which makes it very pink. Now I'm also adding espresso to this, which is brown. So it's not gonna be pink in the cup for very long. It might be pink for like a half a second. But at least I know it's pink. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this pink dust onto a plate, and then the rest of this I'm gonna save for later. And then get a bit of honey, and I'm gonna put it on a separate plate, just like this. Doesn't have to be in any particular way. And then I'm going to turn my cup upside down and just kind of stick it all the way around into the honey. Just like that. And then again into the pink dust. So festive. And who doesn't like peppermint in coffee? I think it is really good all around. And I also got this really fun heart-shaped, whoa, just dropped ice. Okay, this really fun heart-shaped mold for my ice. So all of the ice is in heart shape, which I feel like is so fancy and cute. All right, that's plenty of ice. And by now the espresso should be done, so I'm gonna go grab it. And pour that right over the top. Hopefully not getting any on the sides. That's just the brown sugar dripping a little bit into there. All right, next, the milk. Isn't that so cute? It's so fun. All right, I think I need a little bit more milk, but it's still gonna taste really pepperminty since I added that previously. Okay, here we go. And Why not, just for fun? Let's add a little bit of whipped cream on top. And a little bit more of that pink dust. So fun and cute. It was worth waiting on my afternoon coffee to have this special one in the evening. Okay, just get one of my special straws. I have 4 glass straws that I keep up high because I don't want my kids to mess with them. You can't tell it's pink anymore, but I know. And it tastes really good. Alrighty, now the food. We have a lot to do, but I think it's gonna come together really quickly. First off, I am going to melt the chocolate for the, what's it called? Lava cakes. And I know this is a really obnoxiously large bowl, but it's metal and it fits over the top of my pans, and I use it most of the time to melt chocolate. Maybe I should just move this to the other burner. Oh, my husband keeps telling me I need to turn this fan off when I'm doing my live stream. I'm sorry. I just completely don't even hear it anymore. It's so normal to have it on. Okay, I'm gonna add 6 ounces of chocolate chips to this bowl, and I'm gonna let those melt, and then I'm gonna add a stick of butter. Oh, I also have to preheat my oven to 450. I normally keep my cast iron pans in the oven, and I'm not using them. I'll just take those out, and then we can prep these bowls too while we're waiting on that. Once I'm finished with getting this ready, I'm going to get the pasta cooking. So to get these ready, I'm just gonna brush the inside with butter and put a little bit of flour in there to help it not stick. For anyone confused why I'm using flour and I'm trying to be gluten-free, this is actually fresh ground flour from my sister. I've been buying it from her because she has a wheat grinder, and that actually doesn't bother my stomach. So that has been really nice to have regular flour around the house. All right, just gonna brush this all the way around. I am seeing that people are commenting. I am gonna try to answer those soon. I just wanted to get this going first. Whoa, is that so interesting? Sometimes I'm struck by how long it takes to do things because it's so fast on YouTube. Everything is so sped up and quick and time-lapsed and all of that. When I'm actually cooking, it's like slower. And it's surprising for some reason, even though I cook a lot. I know that it takes a while. All right, I'm just gonna dust a little bit of flour in here and then turn it out onto the other bowl. I don't want to smash it on there or it's gonna mess up the non-stick. Okay, go. That one's ready. Do the same thing with this one. Sorry that the angle is weird. I'll try and fix that. Number 2 is done. I only have 2 ramekins. The recipe says that it will fill 4, but I just have 2. I think it'll be fine. All right, this should be ready to stir up and add the butter. I'm gonna grab a spatula real quick and move my camera closer so that you can see it. Here we go. It's completely unnecessary, by the way, to have a double boiler unless you do it so often that you feel like it would be good to have in your kitchen. But putting a bowl over a boiling pan works just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Plus, if you're mixing other things into it, it's pretty handy because you don't have to transfer the chocolate out of the bowl into a different one to mix other ingredients into it. All right, that looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna add in the butter. All right, someone said Alfredo is amazing. Yes, I agree with that. Do you prefer red or Alfredo sauce? Oh, that's a hard question. I really like both. I like variety. So doing one thing for too long makes me want the other one. And we have had a lot of red sauce lately, so that made me want Alfredo sauce for a special occasion. All right. Lydia, I don't like how close you're getting with your feet. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second and melt and transfer this one to a different spot. All right, let me see if I missed anything else. Somebody said fancy. Yes, it's so much fun to do fancy things. Sometimes it feels like a lot of effort and then I actually get into doing it and it's not as much as I expected it to be. Of course, I've never made, I've never made anything. Yes, where's your bottle? I've never made anything that's crazy fancy, like beef Wellington, but I think that would be really fun someday. Oh baby, where is the other side? I gotta get you buckled. There we go. It is so handy to have several different options for where to put a baby. I think this is melted enough. I'm gonna just stir it up over here. That way it can kind of cool off. Alright, this one is boiling perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and add in this pasta. You already have water in there. Do you need more?
No, I just need some juice.
Oh.
Juice.
So, I actually found the best way to measure out pasta.
Juice.
Maddie, hold on. I'm doing this first. Is whatever fits in your hand, that's the amount for one person. And I usually do 2 handfuls for my husband. So 1, 2, and then I'm just going to do 1 more because this is for my 2 toddlers and they don't eat as much as a... Oh, baby. Well, I guess this other seat is not going to work for her. All right, Maddie, here's your water. Oh, you wanted juice. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I remember to say away. I remember to say away. Let's remember to lead the body weather.
All right. Now I'm going to add the... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to stir this up while the butter is still hot so that this big chunk in here can melt along with it. And then I'm gonna let this sit aside for a few minutes and cool down some, and then I'll add in the rest of the ingredients. Sometimes I am still amazed at the fact that my husband and I have been married for 4 years now, today, and we already have 3 kids. But that is the way that I've always wanted it that way. I don't think my husband really ever thought much about kids until we were dating. I know he's always wanted them, but it's never been like, that's the goal, you know? My goal has always been to be a mom. I've always wanted to have a bunch of kids running around and playing together and to teach them and tell them stories. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I have an amazing mom, and she just kind of instilled that in me. Whoa, baby. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to move her back into the carrier. And we'll just be really, really careful. Be really careful of the hot pans. One of my favorite pans in my kitchen right now is this cast iron. Hi Michelle, thanks for joining me. We are making Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo with 2 different kinds of pasta, one that's gluten-free and one that's not. But as I was saying, this is my favorite pan in the kitchen lately. It's just a pie pan because I don't have a cast iron skillet. So I've been using this pie pan as a skillet, and it works really well. We've got a family of 5, but this one drinks milk and the other 2 are toddlers, so they don't really need a bunch of food, and we usually have either 1 or 2 sides with every meal. So this little tiny pie plate actually feeds our whole family most of the time, even though it feels really small. Okay, now that that is stirred up, I'm gonna add this other pasta in to start cooking. And again, I'm just using my hand to measure how much. I just dropped one. And I feel like that's not enough, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Okay, next, let's see. I'm going to do the shrimp next and then set it aside while I make the sauce, because the sauce is so fast. It's really, really, really quick. Okay. Get all right. And a knife. And it's already completely ready to eat. So all I have to do is take it out. I know you, for chicken, you normally pat it dry. But I don't think you have to do that with shrimp. I might do it anyway. Just because I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm doing. I think I am. Okay. A couple paper towels. And I'll pat it dry mostly. And then once it's done, I'll just put it on this plate and get the sauce ready. And we also have that super yummy lava cakes to get ready. But I kind of want that to be more towards the end so that it's not just sitting on the counter ready while the other food is not yet. My husband and I met at a young adults Christmas party in, I want to say 2020. And we both liked each other at the time, but we didn't say anything about it. We kind of just didn't want to, nobody wanted to make the first move, I think, and I kind of just expected that he wouldn't be interested in me because I had just turned, how old was I? Was I 18? I don't remember. I think I was 18. And so I was like, he's not going to be interested in me. I'm, just barely, still a teenager, and, felt like I was too immature for him, which people who know him are going to laugh at that, because he's crazy and silly all the time. But that's what I felt like. I felt like he just would not be interested in me, and I think he felt the same way at the time. So it took us a couple weeks, and then mutual friends of ours were dating too, and so she asked me if I was interested in him, and her guy asked Caleb if Caleb was interested in me, and both of us found out through that friend couple that we were interested in each other. So then we started talking, and the rest is history. But it felt like all my dreams growing up came true in a matter of months, because after we got married, it wasn't more than 3 months, and then I found out I was pregnant, and so I became a wife, and then I became a mom, and I was just like, whoa, these things that I never dreamed were possible are actually happening for me, and it was amazing. So shout out Caleb Brown. I love you, honey, and I'm so thankful that we got married. Hey, you. Why are you fussy? Yes, dear?
I need to go potty.
Well, go potty then. You can do it. Do you need anything?
Yeah,
What do you need?
I want pee.
What? You want food? You just go potty first, and then you tell me what you want, okay? All right. This pasta. Okay, good. I thought it was almost done, but it's not. So we're doing good on time. It's so hard to get everything done around the same time frame. All right, I think the shrimp is really close to being done, and I don't want to overcook it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, and you can't even see what I'm doing over here. Let me turn that down.
I want bacon.
Bacon? You want bacon?
Yeah.
I don't have bacon. I have shrimp Alfredo I'm making for supper.
Coffee.
Well, yes, you can have some, but it's not done yet.
I want pasta.
No. I'm working on supper right now.
Drink.
Maddie, you just had a drink. I just gave you juice. Go finish that.
I already did.
That was fast. How about you wait a little bit, okay? You had a lot of juice today. Mommy's working on supper. Okay, next I'm gonna start working on the Alfredo sauce. And I did not realize, Maddie, I'm talking on my live stream right now.
I want to talk on you.
You want to talk on my live stream? Okay. I did not realize that I didn't have enough butter for both recipes before I got started. So this is margarine that was given to us, and I have really no use for it because I don't even like margarine, but we're going to use it for this recipe since I didn't have enough butter. Maddie, be careful. All right. I'm gonna let that melt, and then we're gonna add in about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna get it extra warm in here. I think I might open a door because there's that oven on super high and the stove on. It is warm in here. Why is this not working? It's like our house settled and the door doesn't like to open anymore. Okay, there we go. Ooh. That's better. Can't even tell in my cheeks, they're pink. Okay, now I'm gonna add in Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna do a simple salad to go with this. While that cake is in the oven, I will work on that. Just found some really fun looking olive salad it's called from Aldi. And my husband was like, yeah, let's get that and see how it is. So we're gonna try that out tonight. And hopefully it's really good. All right, that's about a half cup of Parmesan cheese. And again, a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. That's really all you have to add for this. My pastor's wife actually shared this recipe with me, gotta be over a year ago now. And I love it so much. Such a good recipe. And it works so well to make yummy Alfredo sauce. And you can add other things. You can add garlic, I was gonna say garlic powder, but you could add freshly grated garlic, salt and pepper if you want to. I don't feel like it needs it because the Parmesan cheese is already salty. And then once it's done, the best way to make it really creamy and thick like a sauce is to get your immersion blender and blend it up for a little bit. It works super well. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down. I think it's almost done. Let me just show you. Because right now, it's super thin. You can see the cheese a little bit, but it's basically liquid still. And then if you use your immersion blender, it just turns into this really creamy sauce. It's okay, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off and set that aside for now. Actually, I might blend it up first before I do the next part. Yeah, I think I will. All right, I'm gonna put it in a cup because to immersion blend, you kind of need it to be immersed, and I'm only making half cup of each item, so that's like a cup and a half of sauce. So I'm gonna need something smaller to put it in to make the immersion blender work. Sorry, my brain is not working very well right now, so my thoughts are running very slowly. What am I doing? Getting hot gun. And I'll just pour this into the cup. And after I blend it up, then I'll add the shrimp back in. Oh dear. I don't know about this. There we go. okay?
What is that?
What is it? It is shrimp Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Alfredo? Yes, it is. What are you? Oh. Drinking the ice that you got earlier? Okay, that's fine. Alright. This is gonna splash a little bit, so if you're doing this, it's just watch your kids. Make sure this boiling hot doesn't get on And that is why you have to have it in a container like this if you're not filling a pot with it. Oh my goodness, I can't even get this off. There we go. Because if it's too shallow, it'll splash everywhere. There we go. Perfect. Smells so good. I haven't had this in way too long. Careful, Maddie. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Come here, honey. What? What? Careful with it, okay? I don't want you to get hurt. Great. I'm just going to toss these back in there. And that is ready for when you need it. What, Izzy? Maddie had the box first. Okay? Are you hungry? It's almost ready, okay? Alright. Gotta pick up this one again. She does not like to be away from the action. You've got this. Thanks, Michelle. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, especially when I'm trying to record. So I'm trying to go fast. Are you done with your movie?
Yeah.
Maddie, you need to say sorry. Maddie? Thank you. It's okay, baby. I don't think she was trying to hurt you. She was just saying hi. Okay. Next. This is going to be a little bit weird, but you know what? I think it'll be fun. I can see that the sides of the chocolate are hardening a little bit, which makes me a little nervous. So let's go ahead and get that into the oven as well. Let me point this down so you can see. Just gonna mix that up a little bit more. We're going to add 2 whole eggs and 2 egg yolks into this bowl and beat it until it's light and fluffy. Not too overly long, but it's going to get a little bit pale and foamy. This is 1/4 cup of sugar. and a little bit of salt. That's about a half a teaspoon, I'd say. It definitely would be faster to beat this with the electric mixer. Maybe I should do that. Hey, you want a baby?
Sure.
Just for a little bit.
Hi.
Ooh, here we go. Now I can mix it a little faster. And then I'll slowly add in this chocolate. Just a little bit at a time and mix it through.
Where's the girls at?
They're in our room.
Oh.
Alright. And one more time. I'm so excited. This already looks so good. The best part is when you cut into it and that just oozes out of the cake. It's so satisfying to know you cooked it the right amount and the right length of time with the right chocolate. It feels, like I said, it feels so fancy, but it's such an easy recipe with very few ingredients. I'm going to use this again, so I'll just wipe it off a little bit. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love it. Okay, just a little bit of flour, about 2 tablespoons, but since this is fresh ground flour, I'm gonna do like 1.5, because it soaks in a lot more moisture than regular flour, it feels like. Alright. And there is that. I'm going to pour it into these ramekins and get it in the oven to bake. I'm going to set these on a tray. That way it's easier to get in and out of the oven. There we go. Beautiful. Now these are going to cook for like 12 minutes. And I think the pasta is done, so I'm going to go ahead and... Hi, thank you for watching as well. I'm going to go ahead and strain the pasta, that way it doesn't overcook. And then work on the... what's it called? Salad. My brain tonight is just not even there. All right. Start with this one. Okay. I'm gonna cord it. See. There we go. Better. can tell, it really is such a simple thing to put together. It would be a lot more chaotic if my kids weren't in my room watching a show. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I don't think a little bit of screen time is a bad thing. Just as long as it's not overdone. And sometimes I overdo it. So I just kind of pivot in the other direction as far as I can and try to even it out and keep it balanced. Alright. This is not a crazy salad, just a few ingredients, but it's a side. It's not the main event, so I don't feel bad about it being really simple. Alright, that's enough lettuce, I think. My daughters don't really like all the salad. They just like a few pieces of lettuce and carrot. So I'm not even going to make them one. I'm just going to make one for my husband and I. And some carrots.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going? Good. And one purple onion. I probably won't add this whole thing. It's almost done, so yes. I will get it for you as soon as it's done, okay?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? No, not unless you eat all your food.
I need to party.
Okay, go ahead, honey. It's okay. Alright, I think that's enough onion. Don't want to overpower. I don't love onion, so I'm going to give most of it to my husband. Okay, now the main event. This right here is the special olive salad that we got from Aldi. And oh my goodness, my eyes. Oh, they don't like onion. Oh, that hurts. I'm gonna be crying for a while. Okay. That smells good. The nice thing about this is I don't have to add any kind of dressing to it because the oil or vinegar or whatever is in here is gonna be the dressing for the salad. I think I'll just add it to my salad and then add it to his when it's time to eat because I don't want to have it get wilty. All right, now for a taste. You want some, Maddie? Sure.
Yeah.
Let me taste it. Hold on, and then you can have a taste.
I want it, homie. 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 Give me some.
That's really yummy. It's got a little bit of a pickled taste, but mostly it's olive oil, so it just makes it kind of creamy.
Yummy?
Yummy, yeah. There you go. That is course number 1. Number 2 is on the stove, so I'm gonna go ahead and plate that up. And then number 3 has 6 more minutes. Do you want me to get yours right now too? Okay. This one is mommy's because it's gluten-free noodles. All right.
Oh, I
next.
like that one.
You don't like that one. That's okay. You don't have to. I am going to put you down though so I can have 2 hands. Hey, it's okay.
I want to save you.
You can stay with me. That's totally fine.
Get my own.
Oh, I forgot. I could add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to that
Food.
salad.
Food.
Maddie, yes, you can have your own food. I'm just getting mine ready first. That way I can finish my video, okay?
I want that one.
Yes, you can have this kind.
On my own plate.
Yes.
And it on that plate.
See how much more creamy that is instead of liquidy? It still is liquidy, but
And I want cheese.
coats the
I
noodles
want cheese.
a lot better
I
than
want that and
if I
that.
hadn't blended it. All right, now to try. Maddie, come here. You can taste mine if you want to. I haven't ever used these noodles before, so the rice and quinoa noodles are a new one for me.
Feed me. Please. I don't want
Yeah,
that.
they taste pretty much normal. You don't want that. You want the shrimp part.
I don't want the shrimp part.
Why not? You want a noodle?
No, I want the cheese.
Good? Okay. All right. That is exactly what I was hoping for. It's really good. The noodles are a little bit of a different texture. They're not bad. They taste kind of just like normal noodles.
Taste them. In the cup.
No. I'll give you some on your plate. All right.
Ring, ring, ring.
Now the last one has 4 more minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and
Ring, ring, ring,
Okay.
She's
ring.
hungrier.
probably. Are you hungry? Do you need to eat before everybody else? Hi.
I would eat.
Someone said I don't like onion either. Yeah, I like it when it's cooked, and I don't mind a little bit of raw, what's it called? Red onion. But, yeah, onions are not my favorite thing either. This, though, this is delicious. And you can't even tell that there's heart-shaped ice in here, but, I know it's in there, so it's fun. Makes it extra special. While we wait on the cakes to be done, they are almost done. But I went ahead and decorated my house for Valentine's Day yesterday. So I've got these pink lights over here, which are super fun. They're not, I'm not great at decorating, so they look a little wonky, but it's fun, a fun atmosphere to have pink lights. And then we've also got this cute heart tablecloth with some rose petals and some candles and placemats. And then the best part up here is my flower chandelier. I love it so much. It's super cute. There's a couple other little touches around the house, but those are super fun to have. Maddie, do you want me to make your plate right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that while we're waiting. Here's some noodles. And
I don't like those.
you don't want shrimp? Okay, I'll just do the sauce for you. And cheese, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you take this to your table, okay?
Okay. They're gonna have shrimps.
No, I did not put shrimps in yours.
Okay.
It's just noodles and sauce and cheese. Here you go. Take it to your table. All right. The cake is about to come out. 1 minute and 22 seconds left. Almost done. Okay, I guess I better get out the powdered sugar because you can't finish it off without dusting it with powdered sugar. Cutting it open and seeing that beautiful runny center. I am gonna have to let it rest on the counter for a second, I think.
Ow.
What's wrong? It hurts? Move this stuff out of the way. And then it's my teeny tiny sifter that I found at Walmart. I feel like it's so tiny, but it's really cute. Have a great night, Alice. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I always enjoy chatting with you in the comments. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Alright, I can take this out. Alright, Lydia, I gotta put you on the floor for just a minute. Oh no, it's not your favorite. How about you sit in this thing? Does that make it better? Just for a minute. Just for a minute. I just don't want you to be over here while I'm taking it out. Oh, that's still too jiggly. Well, I was hoping to have a really pretty look for y'all, but I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up there because that's gonna need like 5 more minutes. So we'll go ahead and be done there, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll go ahead and post a picture once those are done on my Facebook. That way you can see it and see how it turned out. And I'll make sure I cut it open so you can see that part too. But thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not yet. That way you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.